Welcome back, Libra. We're here to pull your cards for the week of Christmas Day through the end of the year. What an exciting time. Well, I'm pulling these cards for you. I just want to thank you for being here and spending some of your precious time with me. If you would like to find out more about me, then I encourage you to sign up for my newsletters. You can do that on my website. Also, if you get anything out of this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out to the world, or put a comment down below. All of that stuff is very helpful for the channel, and I appreciate that. So let's see, we have your cards down. Libra, we've got you showing up in person on Monday, that Queen of Swords. This just tells me that you have your business cap on Monday. Now, this is interesting because Monday is Christmas Day, but you are looking at everything very logically, trying to make sure that everything is done in a fair way. For me, this is like the parent or the grandma who is trying to make sure that, each child gets a fair gift, or everybody who comes to the house, gets a even amount of attention or an even amount of goodies. So I think that you're very focused on keeping everything fair on Christmas Day, Libras. Very interesting. You're the first one that I've had that's come up with that. Ba-bum-bum. And I have done Aries through Virgo so far, so I'm halfway through. Next up, we're looking at Tuesday. Tuesday, Boxing Day in Canada, I believe. Three of Swords showing up here. This is telling me that there's something going on that is not making us feel very emotionally satisfied or happy. This can be some kind of heartache or heartbreak if we're on the full big end of the spectrum here, but it does not have to be that big. So here's the thing. When we get these kinds of forecasts, they aren't, first of all, going to apply to every single person watching. But secondly, when we see them ahead of time, we can kind of have a heads up and be mentally or emotionally prepared. So I want to look and see a little bit about what this heartache showing up here has to do with. And I've had this card show up for me before for some really mundane things. One time it showed up for me talking about a news story I saw about dogs in the evening. So does not have to be anything super huge. A lot of people see that Three of Swords and they start tripping out. We don't want to tripping out, okay? All right. So this heartache or heartbreak has to do with some type of commitment to something that's going on sort of in secret or behind the scenes. So it may be that you've committed to help somebody with some type of project, and then, maybe it was supposed to be a secret for Christmas, and you were helping with somebody with that, and then maybe the person found out, and you found out that the person found out before Christmas, and that really bums you out because you went to a lot of trouble to try to do this behind the scenes. So, that's just one example, but basically this heartache or heartbreak that comes in has to do with some kind of commitment that happened secret. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at Wednesday. All right. So you guys have the Emperor showing up in reverse on Wednesday. This just tells me on Wednesday some things are, not going exactly according to plan. This is really a great day to kind of go with the flow. When the Emperor shows up in reverse, something can be kind of throwing things off. There may be some kind of resistance or obstacles coming up to whatever it was that you had planned. So going with the flow is what actually helps you maintain your sanity as you go through the day, and you may even find that the day plays out better than what you had planned if you can turn loose and just turn loose of control and just go with the flow. Now, let's look at Thursday. Here we have the moon card showing up in reverse. I like this card in reverse, actually. What this says is there was a situation that you kind of knew something was off, that you weren't really being told everything, but you weren't really able to figure out what was the part of everything that you were missing out on. So when the moon comes up in reverse, that information is now floating to the surface. And so all the puzzle pieces are starting to fit together since that information has come up. You may even be changing your idea about how much you want to be involved with whatever this situation is where the information came up as well. Now, on Friday, You have a really nice card on Friday. It's the Page of Wands. This just tells me that there's something that you are sort of chomping at the bit to move forward with, whether it's a project, a recreational activity, whatever. And with the Page of Wands, this is somebody coming in and giving the go ahead for whatever their part of this thing is. So if you registered for some type of competition and you're waiting to see if you were qualified or were allowed to enter it, this would be yes, you're in. If you have applied for a home loan, this would be, oh, you've got the loan. This is some type of go ahead for something that you're feeling inspired and enthusiastic about moving forward with. So, like I said, very nice energy showing up here. Now, looking at the weekend. Libras, we have the Queen of Cups showing up for you on Saturday. This feels to me like somebody that you're interacting with on Saturday. So, this person is going to be somebody who's very in touch with their feelings, probably very in touch with other people's feelings around him or her. Can be either way when we have the Queen card coming up. The court cards don't indicate gender. Um, and this is somebody who they can be very sensitive. They can be empathic. They can be intuitive. And this is somebody who is generally very nurturing. When the queen type of personality shows up, this is not somebody who has a whole lot of rough edges. They really try to nurture and uplift and empower the people that they interact with. And so this is somebody that I see you interacting with on Saturday. You may be doing something like getting a reading with a psychic. They're very intuitive. You may have a really good friend that you're hanging out with who happens to have some of the qualities that we just talked about. But interacting with someone like that, this looks like a fairly nice interaction, actually. You guys may not be 100% the same because you're much more logical than they are, but still, you guys can still be really good friends or get along really well, and definitely you can head the same direction together and complement each other's strengths. So we really like that card, actually. Now, looking at Sunday, here we have the Lovers card showing up in reverse. Lovers card in reverse just means that there's somebody that we um, we're partnered up with in some way, whether it's a formal partnership or whether it's kind of an informal thing. This can be a family member that we do a lot of things with, or this can be our business partner, or this can be even our partner for life, our romantic partner. But with that lovers coming up in reverse, this is telling me there's some kind of disagreement where you're having a hard time being on the same page with that person. And so there may be some friction that has to be worked through on Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there, actually. So that's what we have for the week, Libra. Thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I'm looking forward to reading for some of you later on during the week. Everyone have a fantastic week. And don't forget, put a thumbs up on this video. Peace out.